A high-profile player is feeling ignored, another veteran faces an uncertain future, and two teams are ready to make a move. One is searching for respect, the other just wants to be feared again, and right in the middle of it all, the Detroit Lions are on the verge of making decisions that could change the course of their season. Stick with us to find out what's really going on, and don't forget to like the video so you don't miss a thing. Trey Hendrickson might be packing his bags soon, and guess who's emerging as the top potential landing spot? The Detroit Lions. Yep, the same team that already has a young monster named Aiden Hutchinson, and now could be eyeing another quarterback's nightmare. Things are going south with the Bengals. Hendrickson requested a trade early in the offseason, but was still open to negotiating an extension. Now, however, he told ESPN that the team has basically ghosted him. No calls, no texts, not even a sad emoji. That sets off alarms. If no one's talking, the breakup could be just around the corner. CBS Sports has already called it. The Lions are the most interesting fit if Cincinnati decides to trade their star pass rusher. Why? Because Detroit urgently needs someone to share the load with Hutchinson, especially after Zadarius Smith's short stint, and the team is in almost ready mode to make a deep run. And with Hendrickson coming off a season with 17.5 sacks and All-Pro honors, that duo could become one of the NFL's most feared. Now, check this out. Cap space in 2024 isn't exactly ideal, but in 2025, the Lions will have over $40 million to play with. Sure, they'll need to pull some financial gymnastics, especially with Hutchinson also due for a massive payday soon, but if Brad Holmes and company want this dream to happen, they can make it work. If Hendrickson really hits the market, Detroit could be the perfect destination. He wants respect, and the Lions want a more aggressive defense. Sounds like a perfect match, right? Would you trade for Hendrickson to build a dominant future with Hutchinson? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because DJ Reader's situation is even more intriguing. DJ Reader arrived in Detroit with high expectations, but after a solid but unspectacular season and a fresh group of hungry rookies coming in, the veteran has become a hot name in trade talks behind the scenes. And who's heating up the rumors now? None other than the always aggressive Dallas Cowboys. Pro Football Focus recently made a bold suggestion. The Cowboys' ideal final offseason move would be adding help in the middle of their defense, and DJ Reader was their recommended target. According to them, Dallas isn't afraid to spend draft capital to fill roster holes, and with Reader still strong against the run, earning a 91st percentile run defense grade over the last 3 seasons, he'd fit right into that Texas scheme. Detroit, on the other hand, has put itself in a unique spot.
They've got depth on the defensive line, and with new talent arriving via the draft, some veterans may find themselves squeezed out or no longer worth their cost. Reader is still valuable, just maybe not as much as his salary suggests. The financial side is critical here. A trade before June 1st would free up nearly $8 million in cap space for the Lions, and that number jumps to almost $12 million if the deal happens after that date. That's a nice chunk of change to fine-tune the roster. Cutting him outright? Doesn't make sense. The cap hit would be much worse. So here's the bottom line. Reader isn't dead weight, but he's shaping up more like trade bait on a team in transition. If Jerry Jones wakes up in one of those let's make a splash moods, he might just send over an offer Brad Holmes can't refuse. And if that happens, DJ Reader could be swapping Detroit's blue and silver for Texas's blue and silver in a heartbeat. Detroit is flirting with bold changes, a dream acquisition in Hendrickson, and a possible farewell to Reader. If they play their cards right, this defense could become a nightmare. Subscribe so you don't miss a single Lions twist. Detroit is on the verge of a major shift. If Hendrickson comes in and Reader moves out, this defense could turn into a nightmare for opponents, but it all comes down to the next moves. So what do you think? Will the Lions take the risk? Drop a comment, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned. The twists are just getting started.